Yes.
Guys, can you hear me? Okay. So look at this. The last restore which I tried, restore, and I selected the option to replace the machine with the existing machine, right? Create a new machine and replace the existing machine. What happened with that? It got failed. Look at this. It got failed. And why it failed? If I click here and check the details, it says the restore operation for virtual machine with excluded disk is not supported. What do you understand by this? Yes, yes. Why do you think this is coming?
because we have not added this, I think, 10 GB XLD
Yes. So
backup.
wherever you have a, now this is a new learning for you. Okay? And this is how you will learn. If you keep practicing, this is how you will learn. And this is how these are the details you can share in your interview, right? So what is it saying? That if you have any VM, right, which where you are excluding any disk from backup. For example, our original VM, it has two data disk, and I backed up only one of the disk, not all of them, only one of the disk. I left one. So in that scenario, replace of the VM is not possible. Recommendation action, it's use disk restore option for virtual machine with excluded disk, which means if we have any excluded disk, that restore is not possible here. And so please do practice and you will get all these issues. You will get to troubleshoot them. You will get new information. You can say this in your interview. You can be sure about it. Maybe your interviewer will ask you that, okay, I have a VM that has three data disk. I am backing up the VM. And I'm backing up only two data disk. And now now my machine is down. How many options do I have to restore that machine? Normally, how many options, how many methods do we have to restore the machine or recover the data? Normally, we have four methods, right? But now, because you know you have this knowledge, you can be very confident and you can say that in this case, we have only three methods. One is restore the VM as new VM, restore the disk, and file recovery, right? Restore and replace option will not work because while backing up, you excluded one or more than one disk. Hence, this option is not supported by Azure. If you give this kind of answer, it will definitely give the confidence to your interviewer that you have really worked. This is the reason I request you guys to go ahead on the portal and practice, right? Now, even I forgot it. It's been long time that we have done it. I forget about forgetting it. Maybe I didn't even know this. There is no shame in saying that. There are many things which you will learn because most of the time whenever we practice we create a new machine to add two disk, back up all two disk, recover them, fine. प्रोडक्शन में भी कोई इशू आता है, बहुत कम ऐसा आता है. So you get to learn new things. So please keep on practicing. Right now you can simply say this in your interview. And guys, I have been telling you that after the course, do not please expect that okay, while before joining you promise that you're going to share the scenarios with us and you're going to uh, share the real time scenarios with us. Can we have one session on that? We are doing that actually. We are doing that in between our sessions. Now, I'm giving you one scenario. Make a note of it, prepare it with your own story, put some client name, put some server, put some uh, data, GB, terabyte, make some story that okay, it was a crucial application. One of the client from US, one of the banking client from US, it happened to their VM. They were not able to restore. Engineers were not able to do it. It came to me, and then I realized that okay, this machine we can see it has we excluded, or maybe at the time of planning, put it however you want. Use this information to make your own story that at the time of backup, user was insisting that when I was setting the backup for user, because you can portray that I'm working as a as an implementation engineer. So when I was setting up for the backup, user was insisting that only include one disk, do not include the second disk. So I had to inform the user, I had to inform the client that if he doesn't include both the disk, this might happen. That if machine goes down, he will not be able to use the replace option. सो सेल योर सेल्फ, शो योर नॉलेज, उसको स्टोरी बना के एक थोड़ा सा आपके करंट इन्वायरमेंट में, करंट जॉब में ये करके बताओ, दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव बीन डूइंग, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इट। सो डोंट एक्सपेक्ट दैट वी विल बी डूइंग दैट सेपरेटली, किसी एक सेशन में सब कुछ नहीं हो सकता, दैट इज इम्पॉसिबल। और अगर ऐसा होता भी, then that is not useful, right? While practicing this, while learning this, when I'm sharing these examples, make sure you grasp them, make a note of them, put it in your resume, or put it in resume as in not in writing, while explaining it. Put it in your story that this is what happened, this is how I suggested, this is how it helped. Right? Put some names, maybe don't literally give names, but domain, for example, insurance client from UK, banking client from Abu Dhabi, a banking client from US, a gas and oil client from Russia, whatever you want to say, it's up to you. Some client from Europe, right? Whatever you want to say it, say it. But make that story, it helps you a lot. Okay. So this is not possible. Again, it has given us the workaround. This we have already done. So we're done with all the four options of restore. Now let's go ahead and focus on this one. We created one recovery service vault. We'll go all these options one by one. Under overview, what all do you see? You see the overview of backup. You see the overview of site recovery. Right? Let's if you do not have any backup in this recovery service vault, you are going to see zero. Let me open the other one also, which we have with some machines. So you can compare it side by side. This is the one where we have machines. Here, if I click on backup, let it refresh, and you will see, look at this. It is showing the data. One is in progress, one has been failed, right? Though it was a restore job, one restore job has been failed, one backup is in progress. How many total items are being backed up? One virtual machine is being backed up. Okay. Uh, Site recovery, we are not doing it now, so leave it, completely leave it. Enable site recovery or site recovery, leave it. Backup, here you can click and you can select your backup goals. As in, again, what you want to add. Add your machines. If you want to add multiple machines, you can click on add here and look at this. It is again asking you to create the policy. Either you can use existing policy or you can create the policy, but the policy has to be there. You cannot add a machine without policy. So similarly here, if you go ahead and click on backup, this is new one. It will definitely ask you to create a policy. It won't even give you an option to use an existing policy. Look at this. There is no existing policy. You have to create one. Either you create standard, you create enhanced version, or you just click on enable backup. It is still creating a policy. It is creating on behalf of you, but it is creating a policy. You can have multiple policies. Don't think that in one RSV you will have only one policy. In one RSV, in one region, you can have 200 machines. They can have two different requirement of backup. One can say I want four hourly backup. One can say I want four backups in a day. One can say I want one backup one day. One can say maybe there are 10 machines, they want only one backup each day, but five of them want at 12 p.m. and five of them want at 6 p.m. So accordingly, you will have multiple, not you can, you will surely have multiple policies here. Hence, they name the policy accordingly. Policy का नाम भी बहुत सोच समझ के रखता है. Right? You will select the correct policy and you will add the correct machine from here. See, now I can add these two machines. I'm still not able to see the original machine. Why? Because it is already a part of some backup. But this is how I can add it. This is how I can do the policy. Is this clear, guys? Still here? This point? Next is your activity log. Same thing for every resource. Who created, who deleted, who added something, who modified something. Everything you are going to see here. We have covered that, not doing it. IAM, same. Like whatever you have there, it's same. Tags, you know what are the tags. Maybe you can mention tags say ये RSV आपने specific किन servers के लिए बनाई है, for which client have you done it, for which application have you done it. Tags are tags, up to you. We have covered it. Diagnose and solve problem. This is the place, guys. I tell you, come here and just go ahead and check. See how many options do you get. If you just read them once, 23 common problems it is giving you, and not only problem, it is giving you the solution also. If you click on this, See, it will ask you what kind of problem are you facing, and it will give you the scenarios also. It will give you the steps also. Everything it is going to give you. So this is very important for every resource. Come here and go through these options. You will be prepared for your interview. No doubt on that. Okay. Next is setting. Identity we are yet to cover. Networking we are yet to cover. Properties, it is showing the same thing. Logs, it applies exactly same how it works on machine, how it works on resource group, same thing. Nothing changes, right? Getting started, it is same thing what you see here. This backup and site recovery and this backup and site recovery, it's same thing. So if you do it from overview or you do it from here, it is same thing. Or you do it from here, it's same thing. In Microsoft products, you will see plenty of methods to perform one single task. So don't get confused. Protected items. Here you are going to see what items are being backed up already, what are being protected already. So one Azure virtual machine, that's all we have. It's being protected as of now. If we had any other things, you will see it here. Replicated items you're going to see here, but we are not doing replication, so leave it. But it's same menu, right? Here. Manage backup policies. How many backup policies do you have? You can see it here. Do you want to add backup policy? Look at this. You already have some existing policy, hourly log backup, default policy, enhanced policy. You can add policies from here, right? You can delete policies from here. Look at this. You can modify the policy from here. You can associate it with some VM. So it's not necessary that you will get a task where you have to do everything end to end, that add this machine, uh, enable the backup for this machine, create RSV, create policy. No, maybe you can get a task to create RSV. You will end up creating hundreds and hundreds RSVs. Someone else will get a task, go to those RSV and create policies. That guy will end up creating policies. Third person may get a job that, okay, add these machines to this policy. Here is the Excel file, 1,000 machines, 10 going to this policy, 20 going to that policy, 100 going to that policy, 128 going to this policy. Complete this task and send me an email. You may get a task, create 50 policy. Click on that request and you'll get the policy details. That first policy, this should be the name, this should be the attributes, this should be the details. You may get a request, modify these policies, right? So don't imagine कि जैसा हम exactly यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं वैसा ही होता है. You can get anything, but it doesn't matter if whatever we are doing here, if you read it, if you practice, इसके बाद आपको किसी भी तरह का क्वेश्चन आ जाए, किसी भी तरह का टास्क आए, you will be able to do it. So this is backup policies. Backup infrastructure. Here you are going to see those servers or those machines which are out of Azure. Like yesterday, I told you, I tried to back up my laptop. Here it is, my laptop. If my servers are there on on-prem, if it is somewhere else, you will see all those here. And next is site recovery infrastructure. Let's see, what does it mean? Okay, we are not dealing with this. Leave it. Backup report. Here you can see all the details. You can select subscription. You can select this and you will get the detailed report summary, how many backups were done, how many times did you restore, how many times did you delete, everything you are going to get in detail, right? How many policies are there, etc. Everything you are going to get in detail. Is this clear, guys? Still here? Any doubts, any questions? Yes, no, maybe, confusion? Yes, guys, please speak up. If not understood, tell me. If understood, please let me know. Hanif, Ibtisam, Priyanka, Raisa, Shahbaz, Shagun, Salim, are you guys getting it? Okay. Then we have site recovery plan. This is very important. Before that, let me see if some small topic is there. Monitor, we are going to cover everything at once and you will understand it. Automation, leave it. Help, if you want to raise any ticket with Microsoft, you do it from help section. So the last two things are pending. One is, let's see the snapshot, and then we are going to see the sorry, snapshot we are going to see after this. First, let's see uh, recovery plans. Now, what are the recovery plans? Or let it be recovery plan in more, actually it is more related to replication कंपेयर टू स्टोरेज, सॉरी कंपेयर टू बैकअप. बैकअप में कोई खास रिकवरी प्लान की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती आपको. Replication, it is needed, it is essential and very important, and they do ask about recovery plan whenever they're talking about replication, but I'll cover it with replication. So leave it. And replication, we are not doing it immediately, it takes time. Once we are done with storage, once we're done with networking storage, before we start migration, I will show it to you replication, because replication, it's directly correlated with your migration. But meanwhile, don't forget RSV and all these things. All these things are common in migration, replication, and backup. Backup भी एक तरह का आपका migration ही हो सकता है. I told you yesterday, right? You back it up from my laptop and now you just restore as a new VM here. And that's migration. Simple. You have migrated my laptop from physical form to virtual form. So here now let's go ahead and check. Okay, one thing we had to check is properties. Under properties, we have few things which we can cover here. Okay, this is the recovery service vault where we have enabled our geo replication, right? So let's have a look. Backup configuration. Okay, look at this. I have enabled geo replication and it says this option cannot be changed after provisioning, right? So if you remember, I told you that it's only one way, and this one I think disabled. Let's see, we can enable it for sure. If it is disabled, we can enable it. Uh, Here also it is already enabled, so I can't disable it. I can't go back to local or zone, this one. But if it was local, I can go to zonal. If it was zonal, I can go to geo. I cannot go backwards. If you want, you can create a new recovery service vault. While creating, select the replication strategy as local, and then later on try to change it. You will be able to change it to zonal. You will be able to change it to geo. But if you create it with a geo, you can't go back. If you create it with zonal, you can't go back to local. Cross region, look at this. Once it is enabled, you can't disable it. I don't have an option to disable. But here it is disabled, but I can enable it. Again, what is it saying? Once I enable it, I will not be able to disable. Maybe these small questions which you should remember, which you should say in your interview, or which your interviewer can ask. That if I enable the cross region restore, can I disable it? No, you can't. If it is disabled, can I enable it? Yes, you can. I hope by now you know what is a cross region restore. While restoring the machine, I do get an option to create a new VM in any region. If I enable this, then I can create it in any region apart from, as in any region. If my existing virtual machine is in East US, if this is disabled, I can restore it only in East US. But if this is enabled, I can restore it anywhere including East US. East US में भी करना है तो कर सकता हूँ. East West 2, Central India, wherever I want, I can do it. Are these points clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see what else do we have here under properties. This was essential setting. Well, there is one more soft delete which is related to snapshot. We'll see that. Diagnose setting, leave it. No one will ask you anything about it. Backup and recovery site, backup configuration. We just checked it. Cross subscription, we checked it. Monitor setting, leave it. recovery service agent. I have showed it to you already that if you want to back up some other server or machine which is out of Azure, you can download it and share it with them. Security level, leave it. Immu- Immutable, leave it. Not doing it. Multi-user authorization, leave it. Soft delete. Soft delete is the option where they do ask questions, and you should understand this. Now let's see. What does it say? Enable soft delete cloud for cloud workloads. It is enabled. Enable soft delete in security settings. It is for 14 days. Now, what does it mean? Okay. If I keep it 14 days, now this is 14 days, and now if I go ahead and check my backup items, let's say I'm planning to decommission this machine. I want to get rid of this machine completely. First thing I'm going to do, come here. This is the machine in picture, right? I'm saying delete it. I don't want a single rupee bill from this machine. It's completely useless for me. We have stopped using this application from last 15 days, 20 days, whatever it is. Not at all. I don't want to pay any rupee for this. You come here, delete the machine. Gone. This machine will be deleted. But what about the backup? Will the backup all be deleted automatically just because machine is being deleted? What will happen, guys, here? What do you think? No, your backup won't get deleted. Obviously, there will be no new backup, right? But your backup will not be deleted. It will stay for how many days? If the retention period is 30 days, these will stay for 30 days. But I am saying that my machine's size was 2 TB. I was already paying for that 2 TB. Now you have 30 copies of that 2 TB. You want me to pay for 60 TB? I'm not doing that for 1 month. Get rid of it immediately. Delete everything. Delete my vault. If no one is else is using, delete it. If they're using, forget it. Delete my backup. I don't want to pay anything. You come here, you delete, start deleting it. Okay. See, do you have an option to delete the backup directly? No. First thing you'll have to do is stop the backup. So you come here and stop the backup. You select that machine, you came here. Now it is asking whether you want to delete the backup or retain the backup. You're stopping the backup, it is okay. But what about the data which I already have? I have 30 days data. Or let's take this scenario. I have three backups. What should I do with them? Should I retain them? I will stop the backup from future. It's okay. I won't do any backup. But what about the existing data? I'm saying delete them. I'll just have to give the name here. Reason. What it could be anything. Let's say compliance. Stop the backup. I'm stopping the backup and this is being deleted now. Let's wait for some time and we should see it. And this recovery service vault, no one else is using apart from me, right? I have deleted them. I have asked you to stop the backup. It will take some time. I can see it here. What do you think is happening after this? Will I be charged something or will I be able to delete this recovery? First thing, will I be able to delete this recovery service vault now? Because I've stopped there was only one VM that was mine. I've deleted the VM. I've stopped the backup and I also told them to delete it. Will I be able to delete this recovery service vault? What do you think? We have already seen the settings. What do you think? Because we have enabled soft delete, guys, what happens that these backups, right? Even if these are deleted from here, they are still pending in soft delete. For how many days? For 14 days. And till the time you have anything, you have, uh, let's go here. Let me show it to you. If I go here and show you backup items, See, it is being deleted. Backup disabled, it is being deleted. Now, do you see what option do I have? I have an option to undelete it, right? I have an option to undelete it, and I want to delete my recovery service vault completely. I want to delete my recovery service vault. Let's say, what does it say? Delete it manually. Click here, click yes. What does it say? There are active servers and storage accounts associated with this vault. Cleanup of this is required to proceed further. So, what is that cleanup? That my recovery vault should not have anything, even if in the soft delete. So, how can I achieve that? Now, if I go to backup items, I see some of them are in the soft delete. अब ये soft delete में already है. I have an option to undelete it. मतलब इसको फिर से main इसमें लेकर आ जाओ. Now, at this stage, if I go to recovery service vault और उस soft delete के option को मैं बंद कर देता हूँ. Okay, if I go there under uh, properties, soft delete, and now I'm saying I don't want any soft delete. Okay? I don't want any soft delete. Do you think I'll be able to delete the recovery service vault now? Yes, guys, what do you think? Do you think I'll be
I
able to do
think
it? No, you will not be able to. Why? Because from now onwards, if you delete any backup, if you had any, अब तो मेरे पास है ही नहीं, but if I had any, now onwards, if I delete any backup, वो soft delete में नहीं जाएगा. But something which is already there in soft delete, it will be there in soft delete unless I move it manually. So what do I have to do? First thing, disable soft delete. Next thing, come here and undelete them. Now they are in main backup again. By the way, you can do it at the first time also. आप delete करने से पहले ही soft delete को बंद कर दो. This I wanted to show it to you, hence I didn't do it. When you know it, आप पहले ही जाके soft delete को बंद कर दोगे. This is hard method I'm teaching you. There is a simple method also. I'll show it to you. Okay, now look at this. It is again back to the original one. This is not deleted item then. Now I will go ahead and delete the backup data. Again, it will ask me the reason, etc., backup name. I'll say compliance or whatever is the reason. Maybe you can type ticket number here or whatever from wherever you have got the information to delete it. Now, once this gets deleted, you won't have any soft copy here. It will be gone. Earlier, when I deleted, it just took a red icon here and I had an option to undelete it here. But now this time when it gets deleted, it won't have any option. It will be gone completely. It may take some time, but it will be gone completely. And I will be able to delete this. I will be able to delete my recovery service vault. Is this clear, guys, to everyone? What is a soft delete and how it works and how it prevents you to deleting the data or deleting your recovery service vault? You may end up facing this problem when you do the practical. And when I ask you to delete something, you will end up doing this. So make sure you remember these steps. You go to properties, soft delete ko disable kar do, then come here and delete this and then delete this. Once it is deleted, then delete your recovery service vault. Is it clear, guys, to everyone? Any doubts, any questions you have? Yes, no, maybe anything who didn't understand कोई छोटा टॉपिक कुछ भी. Okay. I'll still wait for that to get deleted. Once it is done completely, I will be able to delete this. By the way, this is a detailed option. I can show you one very easy shortcut but that you cannot use when you have multiple machines in this one. Let's say you simply just wanted to delete one machine's data. This is how you will have to do it. Someone is saying कि मुझको soft delete पे नहीं चाहिए, एक भी कुछ नहीं चाहिए. You uncheck that, you delete it, then you again go back and check that. Right? But if this recovery service vault is there only for two servers, now I want to get rid of all those two servers. A simple method you can do is you go to that recovery service vault here, click on delete, and now it is giving you a delete using PowerShell script. What PowerShell script is going to do? See, these are the details it is going to do. Change vault properties. It will stop the backup and delete cloud protected items. Exactly what I did manually. Clean up the association server for storage account. Disable replication. In this case, we don't have any replication. Clean up the dependencies. Same thing it is going to do. So you can simply just go ahead and get this PowerShell script and run it, or you can do that manually. And the minimum version required to run the script is PowerShell 7. Open the PowerShell console and upgrade the PowerShell by running command documentation. Fine. Disable it, but that's okay. Where is this script? We're still not seeing the script. Script will do the following: disable soft delete, delete the backup, unregister server from storage account, delete the site recovery items, remove the private endpoints. We don't have any private endpoint, we don't have any site recovery. These three things the script is going to do for us. Whenever we get that script, it may take some time, or maybe I'll have to check that why is it asking. I already have PowerShell 7, but I have PowerShell 5 also. So maybe that is the reason I'm getting this problem. Whenever you face some problem like this, simplest option is create a virtual machine and run your Azure portal in that virtual machine, because these virtual machines will have everything updated.
Well, there is one question. Can we not try on Azure CLI?
Where is the script? I'm waiting for the script. It will give you the script, how it is supposed to work. When you click here, you get a script here, a long written PowerShell script. That script you can run wherever you want. I was going to run on Azure PowerShell itself, but I'm waiting for the script. For some reason, maybe let's try the other one, other recovery, because maybe something is happening there. That could be the reason. Let's see here. Yes, definitely we can run. I was about to do that. I was about to go and run it on this PowerShell only, but I didn't get the script. Here I do get an option to download or create something. Maybe you guys can try creating it on your machine, right? Or let's give it a try here. Or you guys give it a try. Let me know if you get it or not. But this is how it is supposed to work. You get an option here to download. You simply get that script, open it in a notepad, copy it, come here, paste it here, hit enter. It will delete everything. It deletes everything. I mean, it will do step by step, and you will be able to delete your recovery service vault. Otherwise, you will not be able to delete your recovery service vault. See, it says download the script and run it on the PowerShell console. We can run it here for sure. Normally, we get an option here to download it. We may get that script somewhere here, or at least I wanted to show you the image. But yes, that is the place where you get the script, and you just simply download that script, open it in a notepad, and copy it, paste it here. That's all you have to do. Something like this, you will see that script. You just have to copy and paste it in this PowerShell console and run it. It will delete all of your can you see generate and download the script? This option we should get here. Instead of this option we should get here. Maybe we'll have to go through and check what documentations are saying upgrade something, and we'll be able to do it. But this option we should get here. An option like this, generate and download the script. You click on that, it gets downloaded. Open that in a notepad, copy it, and you paste it here, and it will delete everything. It will be a customized. You won't even have to type your user ID, password. You won't even have to type your uh, resource group name, RSV name. It will have everything because you're generating it here. I will not be able to use your script. You will not be able to use my script, even if we share it, because it will be specific to this subscription ID, to this resource group. Right, so give it a try on your machine, on your portal. If someone is able to do it, share a screenshot please in the group, and share the script also. Let people see the script also. You will be able to download that, share a screenshot and script both. Right. So that's all guys we had for backup and restore. Next weekend, from next session, we are going to start networking. Please make sure to go through those basics of networking, otherwise you will not understand anything. Watch those videos once, twice, thrice, however you like it. If you have any questions on basics of networking, start asking in the group. Right, I'm not assigning any task to this. This is pretty much straightforward. You know what needs to be done. Right, please go ahead and configure your backup. If you want, I can assign tasks, but I have seen that you guys are not performing them, so it doesn't make any sense. Right, if you feel like practicing, do it. Share the screenshots. I'll be more than happy to check that. Yeah, 1 minute is left, guys. I'll stop the session if you guys don't have any questions. See you next week. Please start reading networking topics.
Goodbye.
So, bye.